Welcome to the Poet Studio, the annual Pristine Private School Poetry Performance Competition. Poetry helps to create timeless melodies and rhythms. Reading, memorizing, and recitation of poetry can help students gain confidence by delving deeper into language. It is an expression of an individual's thoughts and feelings. Through this poetry performance competition, students explored the deeper meaning of poems. They made personal and real-life connections as they selected the poem that best resonates with their own experiences and feelings. Today, we will experience poetry come to life through the dramatic performances. The selection of the finalists was a difficult process as each entry was a unique representation of the students' talents of comprehension, expression, voice modulation, facial expression, and body movements. Please welcome the finalists from Year 3. Before we begin the presentation, I'd like to request you to please use the link here to judge the performance based on the criteria provided. Our first performance is by Zoya Luhar from Year 3A.
The hairy toad. Once there was a woman who went out to pick some beans. There she found a hairy toe. A hairy toe? A hairy toe. She put the hairy toe into her basket and took it home. And that night, when she went to bed, the wind began to moan and groan. Away in the distance, she seems to hear a voice crying, "Where is my hairy toe? Who's got my hairy toe?" The woman crouched down, way down under the covers. And about that time, the wind appeared to hit the house. Whoosh! And the whole house went creak, crack, like something was trying to get in. The voice had come nearer, almost at the door now, and it said, "Where is my hairy toe? Who's got my hairy toe?" The woman scrooged down, further down under the covers, and pulled them tight around her head. The wind growled around the house like some big animal and rumbled over the chimney. All at once, she heard the door crack, and something slipped in and began to creep over the floor. The floor went creak, crack. At every step it took towards her bed, the woman could almost voice. It said, "Where is my hairy toe? Who's got my hairy toe?" You got it!
Thank you for that wonderful performance. Our second finalist is Anika Denise from Year 3A.
Hi, my name is Anika and I'm from Year 3A. And today I will be reciting a poem that is called Waves by Jackie K. There are waves to chase, waves to crash, waves to jump like skipping ropes, waves to run away to sand, waves to leap and bound. There are waves that are turquoise, waves that are brown, waves full of seaweed, waves that drown, waves that are clear and calm, waves that are angry and wrong, waves that roar like thunder, waves you never swim under, pounding rocks and shore. Waves that look like seahorses or sheep or curly frog. Waves that are cold as bear. Waves that are warm as toast. There are waves that are called the Black Sea, the Red Sea, the North Sea. Waves called the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Arctic. If you counted them all, would it be 100, 1,000, a billion, or more? Thank you.
That was a delightful presentation. Our third presenter is from Year 3E, Daniel Malik.
Hello everybody, my name is Daniel Malik. I'm going to recite the poem called Walking with My Iguana by Brian Moses. I'm walking with my iguana, When temperature rises to above 85, my iguana is looking like he's coming alive. So we make it to the beach, my iguana and me. Then he sits on my shoulder as we stroll to the sea. And I'm walking with my iguana, Well, if anybody sees us, we are a big surprise. My iguana on me on our daily exercise till somebody phones the local police and says I have an alligator tied to the leash. And I'm walking with my iguana. It's the spines on his back that make him look grim, but he just likes to get tickled under his chin. And I know that my iguana is ready for bed when he puts on his pajamas and lays down on his sleepy head. And I'm walking with my iguana, still walking with my iguana, and my piranha, and my chinhuahua, and my chinchilla, and my gorilla, and my caterpillar. And I'm walking with my iguana. The end. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful presentation. Our fourth finalist is from Year 3B, Sophia Breeze.
Hi, my name is Sophia Breeze from Year 3B, and I'm going to be reciting Walking with My Iguana by Brian Moses. I'm walking with my iguana. I'm walking with my iguana. When the temperature rises to above 85, my iguana is looking like it's coming alive. So we make it to the beach, my iguana and me.
for that very entertaining presentation. Our fifth performer is Vinudi Sehanya from Year 3D.
The Man by R.C. Scriven. My desk at the back of the class, and nobody knows. I'm a man from Mars with a body of bronze and 70 fingers and toes. Will they shriek if they knew? I've 3 eyes at the back of my head. My hair is bright purple. My nose is deep blue. And my teeth are half yellow, half red. My 5 arms are stiff and spiked, with knives on them sharper than spears. I could go right back now if I'd like, and return in a million light years. I could gobble them on, for I'm 7 foot tall. I'm breathing green flames in my ears. Would they yell if they knew? If they guessed that I'm a rock or seal? Ha ha, they haven't a clue. Or would they tremble with fear? Look, I'm a rock. They'd all scream and smack. The blackboard would fall, and the ceiling would crack, and the teacher would faint, I suppose. But I grinned to myself, sitting right at the back, and nobody knows. Thank you.
That was a superb performance. Thank you very much. Our next finalist is from Year 3A, Irania.
The Hairy Doe by Daniel Postgate. Once there was a woman who went out to pick beans, and she found a hairy toe. She took the hairy toe home with her. And that night, when she went to bed, the wind began to moan and groan. Away in the distance, she seemed to hear a voice crying, "Where's my hairy doe? Who's got my hairy doe?" The woman scrooged round, way down under the covers, and about that time, the wind appeared to hit the house. Swoosh! And the whole house creaked and cracked like something was trying to get in. The voice had come nearer, almost at the door now, and it said, "Where's my hairy toe? Who's got my hairy toe?" The woman scrooged further down under the covers and put them tighter around her head. The wind growled around the house like some big animal and rumbled over the chimney. All at once, she heard the door and something slipped in and began to creep over the floor. The floor went creak, creak. At every step that thing took towards her bed, the woman could almost feel it bending over her bed. Then, in an awful voice, it said, "Where's my hairy toe? Who's got my hairy toe?" "You've got it!"
That was an exceptional performance. Our seventh performer is from Year 3D, Sire Andre.
Hi, I'm Sire Andre Enrique Serrano from Year 3D, and I'm going to recite the poem Move It by Linda Lee Welch. Move It by Linda Lee Welch. You can wiggle, you can waggle, you can wobble,
You can hop. You can hover. You can hobble. You can hang until you drop. You can swivel. You can scramble. You can shimmy, shimmy hips. And you can slide, but don't slip. Slide, but don't slip. You can tumble. You can totter. You can tickle. You can leap. You can do the locomotion. You can linger. You can creep. You can kick. Yes, you can. You can jive and you can skip. And you can slide, but don't slip. Slide, but don't slip. You can scribble. You can stutter. You can really rock and roll. You can rave and you can ramble. You can bat and you can bowl. You can bump and bossa nova. You can bounce and you can grip. And you can slide, but don't slip. Slide, but don't slip. Thank you.
Thank you for that entertaining presentation. Our next finalist is Sheza Siddiqui from Year 3C.
I am Walking with My Iguana by Brianne Moses. I'm walking with my iguana. I'm walking with my iguana. When the temperature rises above 85, my iguana is looking like he's coming alive. So we make it to the beach, my iguana and me. Then he sits on my shoulder as we stroll by the sea. And I'm walking with my iguana. I'm walking with my iguana. Well, if someone sees us, we're a big surprise. Me and my iguana on a daily exercise. Till someone phoned the local police and said that I have an alligator tied to a leash. When I'm walking with my iguana, I'm walking with my iguana. It's the spine on his back that make him look grim. But he just loves to be tickled under his chin. And I know that my iguana is ready for bed. When he puts on his pajamas and lays down his sleepy head. And I'm walking with my iguana, still walking with my iguana, with my iguana, with my iguana, and my piranha, and my chihuahua, and my chinchilla, and my gorilla, my caterpillar, and I'm walking with my iguana, with my iguana, with my iguana. Thank you.
That was a wonderful presentation. Our next performer is Sandy Sakilma from Year 3E.
Waves by Jackie K. There are waves to chase and waves that crash. There are waves to jump like skipping ropes. There are waves to run away to sand. There are waves to leap and bound. Waves that are turquoise, waves that are brown. Waves full of seed, waves that drown. Waves clear and calm, waves angry and wronged. Waves that whisper, waves that roar like thunder. Waves that you never swim under, pounding rocks and shore. Waves that put you to sleep, shh, 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 cradle rock. Waves that look like seahorses or sheep or curly frock. Waves called the Black Sea, the Red Sea, the North Sea. Waves called the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Antarctic. If you counted them all, wave upon wave upon wave, would it be 100, 1,000, 1,000,000,000, or more?
You have been fantastic. Thank you very much. Our last finalist is from Year 3C, Umama Hussein.
Hi, my name is Umama. Mama from Year 3C, and I'm going to recite a poem called Waves by Jackie Kay. There are waves to chase and waves that crash. There are waves that jump like skipping ropes, waves that run into sand, waves that leap and bound, waves that are turquoise, waves that are brown, waves full of seaweed, waves that drown, waves that are clear and calm, waves that are angry bombed, waves that whisper, waves that roar like thunder, waves that you'd never swim under, pounding rocks and shore, waves that put you to sleep, shh, 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 cradle rocks, waves that are bare, that are cold as the bare floor, waves that are warm as toast, waves called Black Sea, Red Sea, and North Sea, waves called Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Atlantic. If you counted them all, wave upon wave upon wave, wouldn't there be 100, 1,000, a billion, or more? Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. That concludes our poetry performance competition. Thank you, judges, for your time and